Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler. That is me on this revolutionary high of an upwards at this time. I'm still going to post the other video, number 1, of the interruption, because those are fun. Because sometimes, before when I used to get interrupted, it used to trigger me to miss a line. But now I have evolved in many kind of ways that a gift of peace, even more so, resides inside of me. So I find that as the distraction and it's just aligning with the message that I need to speak very clearly. I feel this channeling, I don't know how it's going to be revealed or how, but all I know is there's something that's filtering through, and I will do my best to babble this to you. Okay? It's in regards to energetic feels intuitively received by others. Okay? We are all intuitively inclined. It's just a matter of tapping into that leveling of divine inside your hive, and then a mastering of that connectivity by always exploring your own galaxy that is you, understanding that there are many things influencing your whole entire evolution that you are awakening to, and always are going to have room for further expansiveness and understanding. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay, thirst bucket. Like, what the fudge? So, anyways, I'm trying to it's that this is too heavy. That is not even a thing. I need a proper holder for this. So forgive my non-proper holder. So anyways, about energetic fields that are real. We give definitions and names and titles and labels to things so that we can, our human vessel that breaks things apart into parts and pieces to process, digest, to ingest, to understand, whatever the case may be. That is the system of our earthly 3D realm of understanding how we learn things. How we process things, how we communicate things, we define things, and it's only through the experience of things and the building off of that experience do we come to a leveling of understanding that provides us with an explanation, with a definition, with a name, with a title, with a, whatever it's going to be. You see. And so, as an empath, I believe many of you who find me here too, in some way, shape, or form, no matter the cause of what brings you here. Because some people find me here and look because they're like a spy, giving me the evil eye. I'm not talking about you guys. But as an empath, which is perfect example of even why I even spoke in that line, because it's in line with what I have to say about this evil kind of eye or energy that we associate or that we can call or label in that kind of way, that stank eye or those stank vibes that feel that as an empath, be very real. And if you are in tune to your empathic ways of tapping into the energies that are existing in every kind of way, whether you see them or not, then you feel a lot of other people's feels, and in your wisdom or your alignment or your wherever you are in your life and journey, there's no denying some of the things we pick up from other people about how they truly really feel beneath the surface about us, or how they project that. Even if they don't show that or express that, you feel that, and you're like, I want to bite back, or that again, I am much earthly older than I look. So I've lived a plenty of little life cycle here on this planet to say from experience that once upon a time, not understanding or understanding the empathic side of my own life, but feeling things right, because empath is life, I have experienced a hurt that isn't internalized many a times by picking up on these kind of vibes. Now, my knowledge has grown to understand for my own overstand over time, and although that doesn't change the function of this so-called life, where now just because I understand my empathic lands better, that makes me exempt from experiencing those kind of things still, because that does not mean that. That means in my full awareness, I'm able to better identify and classify this evil eye and not personalize the attack from wherever it's coming from. And that if I find that I'm being triggered by the trigger finger, some people like to stank eye vibe and act like they don't, because that's the level of lie they live in their life that they deny. That's their misaligned they have to enter in on and align and grow from and evolve from, or whatever the case may be. That's none of my business. That's not here nor there, nor am I volunteering anymore. Yeah, that door has been shut long time ago, once upon a time, before I was a dumbass. Making an effort or putting it in the extra effort of energetic help that I do naturally love to do or gravitate towards, that as an empath I've had to meet the cycles of behavioral habitual conditionings and things that may have been even, oh come on, like truly, like that have truly, oh, you're such a douchebag. Okay, I'm gonna skip you because you are going way too slow and I'm trying to get in front of you. I don't know what's his problem, but alright, here we go. So, sorry. Anyways. We learn from our experience. Well, hopefully. And if you're not learning from your experiences, then you need to check yourself, mate. Because what's not up for debate is the active participant of your own life that is creating that strife. That be you. If it be on repeat too. That cycle of a blast of I'm gonna repeat this again, class, because you don't put the lessons learned and apply them for your own evolutionary growth. And I hope that that's not you, and I hope that you're always open to grow too. Again, that's kind of the work that I assist others with and do, if it's not body work and it's more intuitive guidance, or just, connecting, helping others connect better with their truth, it's part of this thing that's happening here. So what's coming up for me that needs to be released is this energy that many receive, and it's not deserved, and it's not warranted, and it's not nice, and whatever the case may be, however you want to interpret, the invisible acts of stankery, evil eye, people thinking that they could live that magical kind of life and do things from their side and interfere with your life because they don't like you. Are you kidding me? That's a leveling of freaking children, please. Anyways, I don't want my ego to speak and blast the things that are already zapped out of being able to penetrate. They ricochet back to themselves, a mirrored image of their own living hell, awakening them to the justice that shall prevail. But anywho, so how do you deal with these levelings of feels that can butt hurt you for real? I said butt hurt the other day and someone was like, what is that? I'm like, I don't know, it's like a hipster type expression that I hear a lot now. The youngsters be saying it. Don't be so butt hurt. I don't know. What if you squat a lot and your butt hurts? But anyways, I work a lot with bodies, like I said, so a lot of people's glutes be tight, sore. So that be truth, people's butts hurt. But yeah, so it's elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary school. That's what it feels like for me. I guess, you know what? Let it be. Let it set free. This poetry and me existing within me to the audacity that others might feel free to think that they can cast a blast of some kind of energetic attack your way. Ignorance will lead the way because, they think that they, in their hide of their deny, which is their what is it called? Superman's kryptonite. Your kryptonite is your secret life when you go behind the dark, behind the invisible layers and think that you can penetrate through those layers. A seed that you breed for someone else's alchemy. Fuck out of here. Don't get me upset. Yeah. So back to focus about what this is, of this leveling of hocus pocus or whatever the case may be. One of the things that I like to highlight for many in any kind of realm of existence that exists for them is that you are the one who chooses to give your power away if you choose to engage in this leveling of play. How tempted we can be to blast back the leveling of dishonesty or hatred or venom that others will secretly, in their filth that they refuse to clean up, instead want to shoot venom your way, because that's the way that they rather entertain than leveling up another kind of way for their own eternal reign. But anyways, many people give their power to others away so readily and easily through these fear-based ways of thinking, being, these habits, that this mindset of believing yourself to be powerless or helpless. No more of that. Your awareness and ability to intuitively pick up and know what's really up, whether someone expresses that or not, is your power. There's no crumbling tower that can be passed unto you by human. Ha! Hold on, seriously. Hello, how are you? Jamming it up, I like. You're welcome. Here you go. Have a beautiful night.
Too, right?
Thank you. Okay. So beautiful. When you jam it up, that works. It's gonna get you into your flow. Go, 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 go. Thanks. Alright, so if you're listening to this channeling, okay, and it resonates with you in some kind of way, you're so powerful, you don't need to engage. So the moment your awareness kicks in of the external villain that attempts to infiltrate in some kind of mystical way that they think that they can execute your way, ha! Shut them down in every kind of way by taking that power away, leaving them to their own power for themselves. Wish them health. But do not engage. Don't even take it personally in any kind of way. If anything, be flattered that they want to, like, and that's not even a healthy sort of like view. But for some people it might be, because, you know, we still want this validation energy, that still exists for so many that are coming out of their shells right now and finding their voice or expressing their voice, or, you know, discovering their truest and living up to their fullest potential. You know, because a lot of that is happening here too, like the connecting of all the dots within yourself that are still meeting walls of resistance here and there, and, you know, and the challenges that come from, you know, evolving in this kind of conscious, mindful way. You know, there's a lot of layerings to each of us that knowledge comes a long way. Knowledge is absolutely powerful, and your inner stand of your own stance is all the elixir that you need, especially with dealing with these kind of darkened seeds that think that they have any power over me, you. Blasphemy. That is truth. Okay? So, I guess this was going there. I didn't, whatever. This is a mix-up, match-up. You know what I'm saying? There is no right or wrong here. There's only what's right for you and what's wrong for you, and, what's in alignment with you. That is the truth. But if your intuition, if this one's just filtered in, maybe you don't trust your intuition enough, and then you're hard on yourself because why do you think this way or feel this way when nothing is showing you that? So it must not be fact, because most people believe only the things that they see. That's why it's hard to have faith in things unseen, because we are conditioned to be in an environment that has us believing that seeing is believing, but they want you to have faith. And so faith is a testament of believing in something that's not seen, that's a vision, that is something, desired. I guess this is going too long. But either way. Ignorance is bliss with a twist. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss with a twist. And depending on which side of ignorance one sits on, resides in, will determine the twist. So if you're not hip to feeling the energetic vibes that others might cast into your life, so you're unaware and you don't know, oh my God, there's so many people out there that can shade my way, then even that thought process in itself about how, there could be so many people throwing shade, how am I supposed to know every single one? Recalibrate, hun. Thinking that way in no level of kind of fun. To give your power away to everyone? Come on now. Can't change the reality of something, change the thought process of how it is that you perceive that reality to be. Not everyone got power over me. Blasphemy. Truth shall speak. I set you free. Protected as I in this evolutionary high that I reign supreme on. Any hateful vibes sent my way, I don't even feel them. I'm vibrating on such a highest level anyways. I don't even return that to the sun. That I returned it transmuted so that you can get rid of all that pollution existing inside of you. How you like that, boo? Right? So, again, know your power zone. Even if the attacker or the perpetrator is unidentifiable, a UFO. There's a bunch of unidentifiable mofos existing in this universe that watch, that shade, that live in that kind of way, that will hide behind enemy lines. Do you get it this time? Behind enemy lines. Real knows real. Real recognizes real. That's why many people complete their deals hidden, that are forbidden, you see. So know that that too is cowardice in an energetic kind of way. To hide and do what you do, be real. Like, for those that want to cast spells and do voodoo and all this kind of stuff, the belief system, again, has a lot of our conditioning has even tainted this to believe magic to work like this, like, you know, to associate it with this, to be able to have to defend this or to speak on this in this kind of way, because of the confusion over all these generations of time that just have shattered the knowledge, the true wisdom in any form of practice of, you know, magic, alchemy. It just has been, you know, made to be viewed in such a distasteful light that, you know, for me to even have this conversation makes me feel like I'm giving some level of participation to those levels of realms of existence that do exist and intermingle with many multidimensional levels of reality, you know, and, you know, to paint such a dark picture and have to come from a place of a space to have to even say any of this. Like, you know, I live so utopian in my mind of that we can all get along in this life, and to have to deal with that kind of, like, you know, aggravation or like misalignment of just people that just not being able to truly, like, live harmoniously amongst one another without any level of shadowing or like treachery or deceit or, like, you know, monstrous kind of like behavior or, like, you know, savage like ego ripping people to shreds, like, you know, and, you know, people that lead in that kind of way of, like, you know, ooh, I can do a spell and get you the lover that you want, or, like, you know, these kind of stains of tainting that one does with thinking they know something, and their part that they choose to participate in the manipulation of that something to get something that they want that is external from themselves, that involves anyone else outside of themselves. Like, who gives you that right to think that for 1 second that you have any say or dominion over anyone else outside of yourself, for you to force with your perceived, still limited knowledge of what you think you're doing? Like, not cool in my book. And I wrote many a books. I participated in many a lands. And everything is a choice. Either way, if you're here and you got those kind of vibes that come your way like daggers, my dear, stand up. Be clear. Affirm, my dears, to yourself right now, out loud. I am protected, and take a bow. Trust that in your full awareness, you hold power of your own ability, capability to self-manage your life experience for yourself, even when darkness wants to operate out of hell and wish you not well. Let them cast their own spells. People like that, for me, become irrelevant to even be seen by me. I decree that to be fact. So, either way, I guess that's where this was going today. Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress, that is I, on this evolutionary high of a cosmic rhyme. So if you got hating vibes coming your way, or people that think that they can manipulate and cast spells your way, or drama your way, or whatever the case may be, don't participate with those kind of energies and take back your power. Okay? Set yourself free. Cut the cords. I'm gonna do a video on that. Thank you.